Hey lovelies, Lisa here, and I'm filming on my iPhone, so apologies for that. I'm standing in front of an incredible tree and near this wonderful babbling fountain right in front of the Austin Zen Center. Seeing if I can get the center behind me. And just wanting, as I finish up a study retreat here in Austin, wanting to offer this week's mindfulness tip in the spirit of the retreat in which I'm just come from. So one of the things about mindfulness is there are a lot of ways to think about how we gear up mindfulness practice, but I think one of the ways in which I'm coming to view it a lot these days is in terms of aversion, pushing away, in terms of all the ways in which in my life, and all of us in all of our lives, we push away the stuff that's yucky, that's unpleasant, inconvenient. We push away stuff that's just too much. I mean, you know, we're flooded with information, you know, tweets and social media and, you know, Netflix. And I mean, there's just so much stuff in our modern lives. And so we have to push away. So mindfulness practice actually is, first and foremost, I think, practicing with our own tendencies to be averse, to push away from our present moment experience. How do we in any given moment practice what it means to lean in, to breathe in, to open in and open to? So one very simple mindfulness tip, and to me this comes from, it's brilliantly, beautifully articulated by the poet Jane Hirshfield in a poem which as soon as I can I'll get the text and plunk it down below in the description. It's a short poem. But she talks about what it means every morning to wash her face with cold water, and that in the practice of washing her face with cold water, she's practicing making the unwanted wanted. So very simple tip. Maybe washing your face in cold water isn't the right practice for you, but picking something every morning as you wake up or at some point throughout the day, something in your life, everyday experience that you slightly would push away, and just taste it, touch it, bring it into your life. So for me, it literally is washing my face with cold water. So waking up, instead of turning the faucet to something warm, allowing it to be really chilly, really frosty, and just, what does it feel like? That bracing, invigorating feel of the cold hitting the face, that invigoration is in its essence opening up and leaning into our lives, being invigorated rather than overwhelmed. So what can we, sorry, this camera is shaking so much this morning. What can we in our lives on a daily basis over the next week, what can we do as a very simple practice where we take something that initially we'd be pushing away and instead we lean into it? So maybe it's drinking our coffee without cream, you know, just like the bitterness of the coffee, or without sugar, and just what is it like to just lean into the bitterness of the coffee? Maybe it's something like, oh, I don't know, like sleeping going to sleep with the window slightly open, and just feeling the cool air, and just that very tiny way of noticing how we can turn towards something that's slightly uncomfortable, and that can be invigorating, enlivening, exciting. All right, that's all I got today. Sorry for the shakiness. Much love to you. Thank you as always for your practice.